coverage beginning at 5:30. So finally, we'll get to the long-awaited 2020 season opener right here on Fox Sports Kansas City and streaming on Fox Sports Go. And these exhibition games are important, I think, for a couple of reasons. First of all, I think everyone just got sick and tired of playing each other. You know, you want to play another team, you want to get in the big stadium, but you know, with all the coronavirus protocols, I mean, you had the first wave of the intake testing, and then the guys get together and they start working out. And after the players have gotten together, there have been some other guys who have tested positive. There's a diving play at third by Tanalou and a pick. Abraham Toro's had a good day at the plate. Now he pulls one out of the dirt from Tanalou, and Franchi Cordero is out number 1 in the 9th inning.
Little squibber here, Cordero. He's hoping he could beat this one out. Didn't get a great jump out of the box, but Tanalou says, you know what? I want to make a little summer highlight tape along with Toro there, who makes a great stretch. Nice job.
And now Nick Heath for the second time. But anyway, the exhibitions are important to face competition, but it's also the first time that as a group the guys have been getting on an airplane, and then they get on the buses, and they go to hotels, and they get on buses again, they come to the visiting clubhouses. I mean, that's kind of another layer of this whole thing, and we're all hoping and praying that that doesn't result in any significant outbreaks. And I'm sure there'll be a lot of eyes on what happens in these few days here as we're all ready to launch into the regular season.
Without a doubt, Alex Gordon, one of the greatest and longest tenured Royals, talked today before the game about players making wise decisions, smart decisions, and don't do anything stupid. So, you know, they'll have to be, they'll all be under the microscope and making sure that they're not out and having to behave and for the team's sake.
Three balls and 2 strikes. And now Heath takes a walk. He has outstanding speed, leading all major leaguers last year with, or minor leaguers, with 60 stolen bases. He also had a .392 on base percentage in his short time at AAA after being called up from AA Northwest Arkansas.
He,
you know, sorry,
I was going to say, he has a chance to be that guy that comes out in the 10th inning to steal a base.
I think everyone's going to want one of those guys.
You got to have them. I mean, every game is of the utmost importance to do the best they can to win. And that 10th inning, you know, it's shortened up like that. You got to get him home somehow, some way, and you got to have a speedy guy to do that.
We had grown accustomed all those years to late in the game when the Royals needed some speed. Guzman lines it to center. There's a dive and a miss by McCormick. From here, Hud, that looked like he hit a knuckleball. Looked like that ball changed direction about 2 or 3 times, and McCormick made a nice effort, but I don't think that ball was done moving when he went into his dive.
Better believe it. Big leaguer dives and leaves his feet like that and misses. You rarely see it. So he didn't lose it in the sun, that's for sure. But you might be right, because he peppered it. That ball was hit hard. You can see how it had some kind of movement
to it. Backed up there at the end.
It sure did. But you credit the hitter for that. He'll take it double.
So second and third, and 1 out for Bobby Witt Jr. Facing Johanse Torres. Bobby has walked twice. He has stolen a base. He has a base hit, and he has 2 runs scored. No balls and 2 strikes. He's also made a nice play at third base today. One and two.
Well, you would almost expect Bobby Witt Jr. to barrel a ball right here. I mean, because everything that's come off of his bat has been squarely struck, and with runners in scoring position, even with down with 2 strikes, I mean, he's been really good at shortening up his swing and just putting the ball in play.
Off the end of the bat,
there he goes
right
again.
Center field, and with the heat that's going to carry and it's down, the runners had to hold because it hung up there for so long. So Heath will score, Guzman will go to third, and that's the 4th time today that Bobby Witt Jr., who is 20 years old for just 1 month, had a heck of a day today.
Ryan, look at that. Now that's a mistake, obviously, but see, he's not trying to do too much. This tells me the wisdom of this young man, his baseball savvy, the knowledge that he has about it. Hey, look, not trying to impress, just trying to find a hole as he continues to get multi-hits. So I think, you know, Whit Merrifield, he's got the nickname multi-hit Whit, but Witt Jr. could have a nickname like that similar. Could come up with something for him, but I think it's a little too early. I mean, do you really think we'll see him this year here? That's possible, but highly likely doubtful, huh? He didn't play a full season last year.
Isbell gets it on the ground to the right side. So 2 down as Guzman comes down from third, and Bobby Witt Jr. goes to third.
I mean, I don't even, he's not even eligible for a nickname. What do we call him? Bobby Wonder Witt
Jr.
Wonder Witt Jr. Yeah, I mean, what the heck? Sometimes hitters, they'll scream before it actually hits you.
They have determined in their mind that they're going to get hit, and they're saying ouch, and then they don't get hit at all. Three-0 on Valoria. If he gets on, Eric Mejia is on deck. Dusty Baker has taken all of his regulars out. He did that a few innings ago, but Mike Matheny still has Mejia, Cordero, and Witt still in there. 3-1. And so Mejia will come up for the 6th time today. And he's been on base 3 times. He had a 2-run single back in the 3rd inning. The Royals tied the game at 3 in the bottom of the 3rd, getting 2 on Mejia's base hit, but then the Astros ran away from there. And now the Royals have 1 in the 8th and 2 in the 9th. Two and 0. This is one of those tough days to play in because not only is it hot and humid right now, but the game did not begin with hot and humid conditions. It was actually quite pleasant because of the rain and the overcast. It was 75 degrees when we started. But with all the moisture on the ground and then the overcast burned away, then the sun came out, and the feeling on the field now is a lot different than it was when we started. And we're moving up on 4 hours. So it started at 75 degrees, but right now it feels like it's 90. And the Astros and the Royals determined before the inning began that Torres only had so many pitches, so that'll be the ball game. As Brent Strom, before the inning started, Brent Strom went over to the Royals dugout and probably told them, look, this kid only has so many pitches, so no matter what happens, this is how far we're going to go. So it is a walk-off walk for Eric Mejia in a 15 to...
Yeah, 2 out, bottom of the 9th, and it's a wrap because as you heard Ryan Lefevre discuss a moment ago, it is really hot in Kansas City. Look, they've got to get 60 games in 66 days. Let's not hurt anybody. Welcome inside Studio 3 at MLB Network.
Man, forget putting that runner at second.
Yeah,
That's it.
Forget it.
Do you know how many times I'd like to walk